Thank goodness I'm able to get this review on time, though I am for all the right reasons. I'm Mega Man NG and I welcome you guys to another Dino Fury episode review. If you're wondering why there's no Bowser's Fury, don't worry, I'm right now rendering it as we speak. I want to make sure I get as much of that done as possible. You'll be seeing that tomorrow, that much is certain. Anyway, we're going to be talking about episode 3, Lost Signal. I'll provide a synopsis as some of the main details. I will say this, the episode is another good one. Let's begin. Solon shows the Rangers some kind of item containing a message inside. They tried playing it only to find that the modulator was damaged, so the Rangers try to find ways to decipher the message. It doesn't go well, to little success. But then a Sporix comes in, unleashing a power that freezes everyone and everything in its tracks. With them being at a disadvantage, can the Rangers be able to blind this Medusa and save Pine Ridge from a frozen fate? Yeah, new episode, new review. I will say this, that it's another good one because it does give us some development for Zayto. I'll explain why in a bit. But basically the plot has the Rangers trying to decipher a message that's stored in an item, like some sort of device. However, their many efforts prove to be unsuccessful, whether it be through mysticism and psychics or through technology. None of it works. So they try to find different ways, and like I said, not successful. But when a Sporix unleashes a message of its own by freezing the people at Pine Ridge, it's up to the Rangers to stop it. Yeah, much of the episode centers on Zayto, and we actually do get to see a bit of backstory, somewhat exposition, way in the past when Zayto was about to become a knight, and basically Zayto was given a pendant by his mother. That pendant, and well as her message of never giving up even when all hope is lost, was the right motivation needed for Zayto to pretty much, save the day. It's actually pretty nice how a mother's love can be able to rectify a situation. And yeah, I really did enjoy it greatly, since if it focuses on some character development for the characters, I'm okay with it. I will give praise where praise is due. This episode has plenty of first. Like last episode, we got the T-Rex Champion Zord. This episode gives us the debut of the blue Tricera blade and pink Ankylo hammer Zords. And yeah, they're served as auxiliary Zords for the Red Ranger's T-Rex Zord. Because yeah, just like in Beast Morphers, the other Rangers Zords are pretty much auxiliary. That's not a bad thing because I really do like the T-Rex Zord's versatility, especially when in battle against the Sporix. But what makes it even better is that they can combine to form the Dino Fury Megazord. And yeah, it debuts the Dino Fury Megazord, and it's awesome. I really do love it a lot. I really do like it a lot since with the added arms serving as auxiliary weapons, it helps the Rangers big time against the Sporix. Made even better by the finishing move, which I still can't get over how good it is. Instead of a gun, it's a sword. And a sword is pretty fitting because I'm a sucker for them. I really do mean it. I like it. What I also like is how the Rangers being a bit more versatile in their strategies. Because let's just say that to stop Medusa, they got to think outside the box. And the same can be said here with Zayto using the Sonic Dino Key to pretty much sharpen his hearing senses so that way he can use it to shut down the video. And then the other Rangers decide to use the Hover and Repair Dino Keys to pretty much blind Medusa, which leads to them finishing the job. And honestly, that was cool. I really like how the Rangers think outside the box in terms of their strategies because they can't go brute force. Brute force is never the answer, and in this case, I like how it works here. And it works so well that it's not funny. I really do mean it. When a series like this decides to think outside the box for the sake of it, and it works so well, it's all the more reason for me to enjoy it for what it is. And seeing this really shows the Rangers in a different light, how different they are and how impressive and strategic they can be. As for the Sporix, Medusa was pretty clever, using its ability to freeze anyone that sees it. It's also a nod to the actual legend of Medusa, where its gaze turns anyone and anything into stone. In this case, it just freezes anyone who sees it in its tracks. But the fact that it uses like a YouTube video or something where everyone sees it, that's actually kind of scary. It really is scary because think about it. When we're in the age of social media and everything, and with something like this on a grand scale, they would have almost succeeded, no doubt. But alas, they didn't, thanks to the Red Rangers. So, yeah, I can say without a doubt that Medusa is a pretty good monster of the week. And a smart one at that. Fortunately, the Rangers were able to defeat it, get the powered-up Sporix, and bring it back. They were able to decipher the message. However, let's just say that much of it is in another language, which is a bit of an issue. But that's not to say it's a bad thing, because Zayto has an idea of his own. So he sends a message out in the cosmos, hoping that anyone can hear it. Well, I can tell next episode is going to be really interesting. Really interesting. Overall, I really did enjoy this episode. We get some character development for Zayto. We get to see the Rangers think outside the box, which is a good thing because I actually do like the Rangers being smart for once. And we get to see a lot of firsts, such as the other Zords and the Dino Fury Megazord. All that just makes it a well-worth episode. I give this an 8.5 out of 10. Although the subplot with, I believe, Jane and the J-Borg was a bit hilarious, but at the same time, watch where you're going next time. It helps. So yeah, an 8.5 out of 10. Pretty solid, pretty good. And hopefully next week can kick it up a notch. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode review. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget that if you enjoy my content, consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and clicking that bell. It helps a lot, especially with how YouTube is nowadays. They want to screw us creators? Well, we have to do what we can to keep ourselves going. So yeah, that's it. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out. Ryu so cool!